Okay, so good day everyone. Today we will be creating a copy of the DJI Fly App on Figma. So to get started with, first things first, open your Figma app, and now we can create a frame by clicking add. To create a frame, you will just select a frame that you want. In this case, we will be using the iPhone 13 Pro Max frame. Select it and zoom into it. Now, since the DJI Fly App is a landscape frame, we will be turning this into a landscape frame by holding on the upper right until your mouse cursor turns into like this. So now just turn it landscape. Make sure it's perfect 90 degrees and you have a landscape frame for your DJI Fly App. Now, next we will first create the login screen for the DJI Fly App. So, to create the login screen, we will need a placeholder. Let me just create that for now. You can adjust the radius by holding onto this dot on the sides of the rectangle you have created. And now we can add a placeholder for the text or email. Adjust the color. And also the size. Copy this for the password. Hold Alt and Shift. And also the login button. Now, since we don't have the logo here, we will need to find a logo on the internet and then drag and drop it into our frame. In this case, I have already downloaded some logos. I will just drag and drop here. Drag and drop it into the frame. Adjust the size. And put it in the middle of the frame. Also adjust these placeholders and put everything into the middle of the frame. Now, let's add some text. To add some text, simply click on T on your keyboard or by clicking here. Let's write email or username. Put it in the middle of the placeholder. Copy the text and then change it into password. Now do the same for the button. Write login for the button. Now, our login screen is looking a bit bland, so let's add a background photo. To add a background photo, we will need to use a plugin called Unsplash. To use the plugin, just right-click on your mouse and anywhere in the frame, go to Plugins, Manage Plugins, and here you will search for Unsplash. Click on Unsplash. Wait for Unsplash to load and search for any image that you want. In this case, we'll be using desert images. Click the image that you want to use, and adjust also the image. You can adjust by clicking on the image here. First, click on the frame, scroll down on your design panel, click on image, and then click on rotate. Now we have a background for our plugin screen. Let's make our plugin rectangle frame a bit faded. To do that, we will go to frame, fill, and then adjust the opacity of the color. Go to effects, change the drop shadow effect to background blur. Now, let's say what if the user does not have an account? So, let's add a text saying create an account. Create. To add the text, simply click on T again and write create an account. And put it in the middle. Also add an underline to indicate that is the button. Now, let's add the create an account frame. So do that, just simply click on the frame, the existing frame, the first frame, hold Alt and Shift, and then drag the frame to the right. Now you have successfully duplicated the frame. Adjust the logo size. Alright, so on the create an account page, we have a username, email, and full name. So to do this, you just have to copy this, select on the email and the placeholder, hold Alt and Shift again, drag it to the top. Make it uniform. And here on the login button, instead of login, we will put create account. And put it back inside the button. Also adjust the button to account for the text. And the color of the button, let's change it to something, and just like that. Now get back the create an account text. Let's change this into already have an account and put it back into the middle. Now we have created the registration form for our DJI Fly App. Actually, let's adjust this to make it only the color the login button. Let's copy the color. Now let's create the home screen page. To do that, copy again the frames, put it anywhere you want, and let's remove the background now. To remove the background, simply click on minus on the image here, beside the image here, and we have removed the background. Now let's adjust the background color to 3030, and we will make it gradient because we will be using a gradient color. Also here, let's make it 3000. And here 303030. Now let's put the lighter color on the right hand screen, side of the screen here, adjust this. Okay, so now let's first create the search bar. To do this, just copy this and just literally drag and drop it into the frame. Actually, let's just color this in the background. We can now delete this except for the logo. To select all and deselect a particular part that you want to deselect, just hold Shift and click on the image or part that you want to deselect. Click on backspace to delete. Sorry, no, that's it. And copy this for the location. Copy this again for the services and the transfer buttons of consumption. Copy. See, now we have the overlapping here. So adjust that to 120 and also this to 120. Accidentally pressed the peripheral mode. Okay, now let's add the texts. Let's add the folio flag here. And let's add location down here. Let's make these buttons darker to match with the app's color. And also put text here. Edit text to quick transfer. And also here to services. Now let's add the buttons the underside. The buttons on the underside were album. They have 4, so let's copy this first. 1, 2, 3, and 4. First is albums. Second is the Sky Pixel. And then third is profile. Actually, there's only 3, so let's put 3. Sky Pixel, albums, and profile. Add another rectangle for the large button called Go Fly. And the Go Fly button, adjust the rounding radius of the corners. Change the color to something blue. Match with the app. And add the text Go Fly here on the button. By the way, the font that we are using in today is Enter and Droid Sense. Adjust the size of the text. And now, let's add the drone, the image of the drone onto here. To do this, just go into your downloaded images again and drag and drop into the frame, listed frame. Adjust the size and put it here. It's too small now, so let's do this again. and we will need to flip this image. Actually, no, we don't need to I don't think we need. Oh, so just in case, we need to flip the image. To do this, just click here, this button on your design panel, flip horizontally or Shift H to flip it horizontally. Put it here and add the name of the drone. To add the name of the drone, just copy the logo of the DJI again, drag and drop the frame, adjust the size. Wait, where is it? So adjust the size of the image. Add the text for the name of the drone that you are using. And adjust the size of the text, match with the logo size, and align them together. Now, let's add the icons for the buttons down here and also for the search button. To do this, we will need the Icons Aid plugin. Again, just right click on the frame, click on Plugins, Manage Plugin, and search for Icons Aid. Click on Icons Aid plugin and search for any icon that you want or you are going to be using. In this case, you will be using the search icon. I'll select this search icon, material rounded, and also the albums icon. Resize the buttons and then put it where they are going. Just the size and put it. Do the same for the icons button. Just the size also and put it here. Actually, let's not use this button. Let's use the other icon. Go back to icon save. Delete this and go back to the adjust the sizes. And for the sky pixel, since it's not the official sky pixel but icon, we'll just add the letter S here. Now we have created our main screen or home screen for the DJI Fly App. Now let's create the Go Fly screen here, down here. To do this, copy this frame, drag and drop, hold Shift and Alt, then delete all of the unnecessary buttons here. Actually everything except for the search. And add a rectangle for the image. In this image, we will be adding the feedback of the camera bring it or send it to the back, and select on the rectangle that we have just created, right click on it, select plugins, manage plugins, and go back to Unsplash. Now, to make it look like it's an actual feedback from the camera of the drone, let's search for a drone here, drone footage, and it will give you any drone footage. Select anything that you want. Again, now you have imported an image onto your. Now, why did we leave this? Because here we will be using this as a guide for our buttons. First, let's add the icons from icon save. We'll be using a back button. Let's use this aerial outline and search for satellite. Oh, wrong spelling, sorry. Satellite, first. Alright, so we will be using this maps icon, and now we'll be adjusting all these items. First, rotate them 0 degrees and put them all in the middle. Once again. Now, put the maps icon to the lower left and the back button to up here, the satellite and the signal. Oops. Satellite, signal, battery, and menu all to the upper right. Now, let's adjust the sizes of them all. Now, this is where the fun begins. Here, let's add the menu icon to the upper right of the screen in the entire frame. Add the button for the icon for the battery, and make it 45. Yeah, 45 is good enough. Also for these other icons, make it 45. Add some text to indicate how much battery is left. And add some text to it to make it a little pop out. And let's put the camera icon button here on the lower right hand of the screen. Adjust the size to your liking. And now let's add the buttons for the record or capture image and the quick shots button. Now let's just add the main button first for the capture button. Adjust the size, and that's not the size of the adjust the radius. So adjust the radius, also the color, make it white, and also let's add the button for the albums or the gallery button, and add a triangle. Just the radius of the corners group it, then adjust the size again because it looks too big. And also let's add the button for the quick shots. Let's add a rectangle and copy the size. And let's add another rectangle inside this rectangle. Do this Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Change the color. Oh no. First add a stroke. Change the color of the stroke and match it with the background. And now we have a complete capture and quick shots button. Now let's add the information. First, let's go here, add some text. Add text, go to N and add the text N mode to indicate what mode the user is in. And also here, let's put in flight. Need to style this into this medium and align it. Now we can remove this search bar here. And now let's add the flight information down here in the lower left side of the screen. Add the text again. Write the flight information that you want. Let's say 100 meters. Also the spacing, adjust it by holding onto this bar right here. And now we have a complete DJI Fly App. Now let's add the flow lines. First, let's group the login button. To group the login button, click on login text and the button itself. Click or hold the Ctrl G. Do the same for the others. And now we can add the flow lines. When the user clicks on login button, the user will be redirected to the home screen. Next, when the user clicks on the create an account button, the user will be redirected in the registration screen. And the same with the create an account, the user will be redirected to the login screen. Also, when the user wants already have an account, the user will be redirected to the login screen again. Now, when the user clicks on Go Fly, the user will be redirected to the flight screen. And that's the complete design of the DJI Fly App. Thanks for watching.